Neato Cheeto.
Anyway, sorry everyone for the technical issues. I am not good at Twitch and Skype, it appears. Thank you to Rudy from Don't Split the Podcast for saving me. And thank you to my players who are joining me tonight. We've got TK, Noel, Moth, and Lysa. So if you'd all like to introduce yourselves and your characters. Let's start with you, TK.
I'm TK. I write spooky stories on the internet and I put them there, and that's pretty much it. And I'm going to be playing Sorrel Dalaruk today, who is a deep gnome bard whose family supplies all of the coal for Santa to give to the naughty children.
Awesome. Noel, tell me a bit about yourself and who you're going to be playing.
Hi, I'm Noel Cherie. I am from the podcast Dames and Dragons, which is a D&D actual play podcast on the Don't Split the Podcast network. And that's all I do, pretty much.
That's your life.
Would that I did anything else. I am going to be playing a forest gnome cleric today, whose name is Tan. And she is just a grandma. She just wants to have a wonderful Christmas, and she doesn't want anyone to get in the way of that. But if they do, she's going to come to them with love and understanding.
Moth.
Hi, I'm Scarlet Moth. I'm an artist and cosplayer. I mainly do lots of D&D stuff, and today I am playing Ginger, the Tiefling Warlock. She is the one who looks after the naughty list and makes sure children go to bed on time on Christmas Eve, and Eldritch blasts the naughty kids. Her patron is Santa, and she can be a bit of a Scrooge.
Tan's patron is also Santa.
And Lysa.
I am Lysa Chen, at Merciful DM on Twitter. I am a Dungeons & Dragons writer, one of the Dungeon Masters Guild Adepts, and starting on January 1st, so like next week, I will be the Associate Community Manager for D&D Adventurers League. Yay! And today I am playing Tinsel, who is an Aasimar Paladin and a Christmas tree topper, and she is blessing everyone else in the party with her presence coming down from the tree.
Oh, and her scroll of pedigree.
Oh, yes, and she has a noble background, which comes with a scroll of pedigree, which is the receipt to Walmart buying her as a Christmas tree topper.
So this is can just be a 5th edition D&D game. I've sort of reskinned some of the creatures, so it's a little bit homebrewy. It's my first live stream DM game, so let's hope it goes well. If everyone is ready, it's very late on Christmas Eve. The spirit of Christmas stands before you, looking distraught. You know, this is a very busy time of year, and Saint Nick, he's asked me to help him place gifts under the tree. But when I went there, I was attacked. Everything on the tree has come to life. Please, I need you. Go fix this so I can deliver the gifts before the children wake up.
Everything on my tree has come to life. So that's a thing. I really don't understand why everyone on the tree is being so rebellious. As the topper on the tree, usually everyone does my bidding, but something seems awry.
Let me send you there. The spirit casts her spell, and you are transformed into glitter on the breeze. You fly faster and faster over hill and dale until you come to a chimney. You whoosh down out of the fireplace and into a richly furnished living room. Tasteful decorations adorn the mantelpiece. Outside the window, snowflakes sparkle and lights twinkle. And in the corner of the room, an elegant fir tree stands, dripping with tinsel and baubles. As your shimmering cloud approaches the tree, I'd like everyone to roll perception for me.
I would like to roll perception on the top of the tree in particular.
I thought you might. You can indeed. I've actually written down tinsel checking out top of tree here.
Oh, you know me so well.
Well, Ginger got a 12 on that. She's too busy looking around to see if there's any valuables in the house because she used to be a bit of a petty thief and still has a bit of a knack for shinies.
10.
Tan got a 17.
Awesome. Sorrel.
I got a 17 and then plus my regular perception, so it's like a 24.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
And Tinsel, checking the top of the tree. What did you get?
Checking at the top of the tree, I got a 16 perception.
Fantastic. Ginger's too busy checking out the rest of the room. Sorrel, you can clearly see. I mean, all of you see as you fly around the room in this glitter form that there are 4 tiers to the tree, each getting smaller as they go up. And Sorrel, you can pick out on the bottom tier there's candy canes. On the next tier there's some toy soldiers hanging. On the third tier there's some brilliant turquoise baubles. And both you and Tinsel see on the top there is a fairy that should not be there.
Oh, their topper is very trashy. That must be the problem.
You find your form consolidating itself on the lowest tier. Glitter drifts lazily off your limbs as you shake them out, ridding yourself of the disorientation of the spell. As you peer across this level, pine scent filling your lungs, you see candy canes flying towards you, and they begin to bonk you on the head.
That's
Rude.
Jess, let's
Not
roll
very
initiative.
nice. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
Ooh. Danger.
On it.
well, I got a total of 18. As
Tinsel.
I'm just furiously shaking off all the glitter because Ginger just hates that stuff.
Oh, I pick it up and put it on me.
Got a
Tinsel,
19.
what did you get? 19. 10. 10?
Oh, sorry, I got a natural 20. I thought you were saying 10, and I was like, why are you saying 10?
Sora?
Oh, sorry, 19.
Oh, wow.
We all rolled pretty high.
Well,
18 was
Yeah.
the lowest. So 10, this candy cane just comes up to you and goes bump on your head.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
So I think I am maybe gonna cast protective spell, I guess. Let's see. I would love to cast calm emotions on this candy cane, but I have a feeling that
Do it.
I'm gonna try it because you know what? Tan just really would like everyone to calm their emotions. It's kind of her whole deal.
Candy cane.
Everyone,
Calm
chill
down.
out.
down. No chill.
Try this spell.
That mint needs to cool off.
Yeah, exactly.
Charisma saving throw.
Don't shake your head like that at me, TK.
Oh, sorry, I keep bunking my
Usually
head down.
Sorrel would make fun of you,
So-
but they're just too charmed, honestly.
It's a 20-foot radius sphere. I am just like, everyone calm down. There's no need to be
Are
angry.
you casting that on everybody?
You know what? I think it probably does affect everyone. Let me just double check here. But I mean, everyone could stand to be calm in the face of candy cane.
Just
I chose the wrong website. Okay. So I can choose it in centered on a point I choose. So I'm going to focus it on these candy canes.
Okay, well, there's
Not
sort of one has flown up to each of you, so they're sort of all in front of you.
Oh, okay. And there's none anywhere else?
Not that you can see. Yeah. You've just got sort of one attacking each of you.
All right, let's be chill.
I think that's a very good spell for the holidays, actually.
And what's your DC for that?
It's going to be 14.
Every one of these candy canes fails because they have suck charisma.
Ha!
And they are just sort of, they haven't got eyes, but they seem to look at each other. And you can just smell this lovely minty smell as they sort of like turn around in a confused way.
Now that's better. Tan also like imitates their motions like as like a modern dance.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorrow. Tan has calmed the candy canes.
I mean, if she's calmed him down, I figure I'll probably do a thunderclap. Because honestly, I don't see how this affects me. This is none of my business. But then you came at me, and that's rude. So
Not where I expected that sentence to go.
Well,
also I'm hungry and I'm stressed out.
The minty fresh smell isn't helping.
So do the candy canes need to make a save on that one?
Let me look. And Constitution, yeah.
Okay, and what's your radius on that thunderclap?
5 feet.
5 feet. So just the one in front of you.
Yes.
It rolled a 7.
Okay. Let me grab a d6.
So you blast this thunderclap out to the cane in front of you. All the other canes sort of see this cane getting injured and resume their bonking.
well, I mean,
Sorry,
frankly, Sorrel should be calm too. Next time I'm gonna get you.
How much damage was that for Sorrel?
Let me... 8.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, Tinsel.
Wait, I rolled a 1 on my initiative for a total of 1.
Oh,
So it certainly is not my turn yet.
for some reason I thought you'd rolled something else.
I wish I had.
Then it's
I'm still
Tan's
picking up
turn.
glitter.
Ah,
It is Tan's turn.
I'm like putting it in my hair.
Oh, it's Ginger's turn then, isn't it?
yeah, I already went.
What have I done? Tansel. No, Tansel. It's the candy cane's turn, actually. I'm looking at the wrong
no.
thing. Just cross this off. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I ain't sorry.
I rewrote the order list down in the right order. So candy canes. They're all going to try and bop you. Plus 3, so... Sorrel's misses. Tinsel's clanks ineffectually against her popcorn crown.
Oh, it popped a bit of it.
Oh no! Shards of popcorn just fly down. Tans just goes dink, dink against the armour. But Ginger, you are hit by your candy cane. You're going to take 6 damage.
Sorrel is intensely angry.
And it's your turn.
Right then. Ginger wants to make an example of these candy canes, so he's going to try grab the one that just hit her. So I'm going to try and grapple that one.
Okay.
Just a strength roll.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay, that one's a natural 20, so that comes to a 19.
Yes,
I have
yes,
-1.
17. So
Yay!
you've got hold of this candy cane, and it's just like this in the air, flying about.
Can I use the rest of my turn to try and hit one of the other candy canes with a candy cane?
Well, you've already used your action to grapple
Yeah.
it, so that's going to be an attack.
I will use a. I will use my bonus action just bring it close to my face and just say, I think you're going on the naughty list.
Catchphrase.
Tinsel.
Okay, so now that we have properly accessorized, and my hair is gleaming, I am going to duck out of the way of the candy cane trying to hit me, and take my shield covered with a tree symbol on it, and say, "Get back, unruly candy cane! How dare you try to hit your superiors!" And I'm going to take the spear that I brandish, and I'm going to Christmas spear it.
I'm
My
so
first
proud of you.
one
I'm
is a
so
22.
proud of you. Oh,
Dramatic
wow,
eye roll.
Yes.
And I deal
You were
5
supposed to
piercing
defeat the
damage.
puns, not join
Okay.
them.
And I do get an extra attack.
Yeah. That was 5, did
one-
you say?
Yes.
Lovely.
And then my second attack will just be a 12.
No, that doesn't.
Dexterous candy cane.
You strike with you Christmas spear it, and shards of peppermint fly off, and then you try and jab again, and it just darts out of the way.
Oh, it's on to me.
Tan, your attempts at calming everybody have failed. What would you like to do now?
Don't tell my mom.
Tan, we can't hear you.
I think you've muted yourself.
Sorry. I'm going to bless my party. And that is going to be 3 creatures. So all 3 of you. So whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you can add a d4 and add that number to your roll.
Okay.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And is that everything?
What?
Is that everything for your turn?
Yeah, I think that's everything. I just am kind of like, I was doing my dance. I was into the candy canes. Now I'm a little bit like sullen-faced.
Had to throw out a bless your heart for Sorrel, the grandchild with no chill.
Oh, bless all your hearts.
Tan's throwing some Christmas cheer your way, Sorrel. What would you like to do?
Christmas cheer. I think I'm gonna make fun of him with some vicious mockery then.
Nice.
That is a wisdom save for them.
Okay. Is that just one target? The one on you?
Yeah.
Wisdom save.
Even though it's like 60
is
feet, but I think it's just the one, right?
15.
15. Alas, they're thicker skinned than I thought.
How did you mock the candy cane?
How did I mock them?
Did you roll your d4 and add it?
No,
no,
saving throw.
Oh
Saving
yeah,
throw,
saving
yeah.
throw.
It's attack rolls or saving throws.
Yeah, but the candy cane made the saving throw.
Oh, sorry. I'm just being a fool.
You're not. Candy cane was being a fool, but he
That's-
caught me before I could really get a good one off. And I was like, oh, okay. You ain't even worth it, bro. You ain't even worth it. Whatever.
So I managed to roll 2 natural ones on the candy cane's attacks, and only Sorrel is hit by her candy cane, and she's going to take 4 damage. It didn't like what you were going to say,
Rude.
as it bops you on the head. Boop.
Okay.
Ginger.
Okay.
Ginger is just going to take a tight grip on that candy cane and just go for the one that is attacking Sorrel and just whack it.
Okay, make me a melee attack then.
Okay, I don't think I'm proficient in candy canes.
Are you proficient with a club?
I'm proficient with simple weapons, and the club is a simple weapon, so...
Yeah, let's say you are.
Okay.
You're proficient with simple candy canes.
Yes. That is going to be an 18 all up.
Oh, yes, definitely. You crack the candy canes into each other. So roll damage, and I'm going to put half damage on the one you're holding as well.
Ooh.
Sorrel tries to
kind
look
of-
properly offended, but they just can't manage it. They're
Is
just
that going to
like,
be a D6?
it's my girl.
D6 of candy cane damage?
Actually, it's a D8 of candy cane damage
Ooh.
on this one.
Drop the dice. Okay. That's going to be a 6.
Okay, so
Smashes it viciously in front of Sorrel and just turns and winks.
okay, huge shards of Sorrel's candy cane fly off. The air is all minty, and some chunks come off of yours as well, Ginger. And Sorrel's candy cane is looking very much worse for wear.
Are there shards of it on the ground now?
There are, and it's sort of bobbing sort of listlessly to one side.
I'm just going to, as a bonus action, pick up some of the shards and just kind of nibble.
It's minty and delicious. Tinsel.
Minty and delicious and vicious.
Tinsel will say, "You shall not outmaneuver me, simple candy cane, for I can fly." And I'm going to leap into the air. She has wings, but they're just made of cardboard with feathers glued to them. So she just falls back on the ground, but she keeps hopping while she goes to Christmas Spirit. I'm going to do that the whole game, guys. Twice.
Sorrel looks properly embarrassed.
The lower one is
Ginger
a
just
15.
sighs.
Sorry, the
2 hits. The lower one is a 15.
15 does not make it.
Ooh, okay. I just dropped everything off my desk. The other one was a 24.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right, and that will deal 8 piercing damage.
Again, huge chunks are blown off of this candy cane, and it starts sort of listing in the air.
The power of flight.
10.
The power of ego.
Okay.
Put my hair over my shoulder.
I'm gonna cast hold on, guiding bolt.
Mhm.
As soon as my phone works. Can I give someone, like, as a bonus action, I can give somebody an instruction, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Tan, like, she's like kind of hunched over. She's old as hell, by the way, you guys. She's not a day under 453.
But it doesn't
And-
look a day older.
She looks exactly 453. And as she is holding out her holy symbol to cast a spell, which is a candy cane itself, but a
Oh,
much
wow.
smaller one, she says, "Get him!" And a raccoon runs out from underneath her clothes, and you realize she didn't have a hunchback at all. And
Amazing.
this is Tan's pet raccoon, whose name is Namfoodle. And he can follow my simple commands, so he can, like, go if he wants to.
Sorrel just does like a slow motion, like,
Tan doesn't notice because she's gazing lovingly at Namfoodle. He is the most beautiful raccoon with the most human tiny hands that you've ever seen in your life.
He's human.
So, and then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt. So a flash of light is going to streak down towards the nearest candy cane to me. And on the next attack roll made against this target, we'll have advantage thanks to the beautiful light.
Let's see if you hit it.
Okay, so that is going to be 18.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so
And that doesn't damage as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does. Actually, whoa, it does a good ton of damage. Whew. All right, let's do it. So, well, it's gonna do 11 damage. I rolled 2 ones.
Oh no!
Oh no.
That's still some damage.
It's radiant damage, just in case these candy canes are very weak to radiant damage. Did they by any chance hate radiant damage?
They don't hate radiant damage, I'm afraid. But a big chunk drops off of the bottom of the candy cane. Sort of
All
dumps into the
Bottom.
branches.
He's just a U now, idiot.
Zing.
Got him with the whip.
Ginger is fed up already. Just like, what am I doing here?
Sorrel doesn't want to admit that that's probably the coolest shit that they've ever seen in their life. So they're just like, okay.
It's actually their turn. Sorrel, you're up.
Did Nampoodle do any damage?
Oh, what did Nampoodle do?
He just ran to attack. He can, he can probably hold on with his little tiny baby hands. Maybe get him with his teeth. You've seen raccoons. You know what they're like.
So, like, Nampoodle just sort of like jumps up and grabs this candy cane. He's just sort of like swinging off of
Hanging
it.
on it, and he looks like really just burdensome, like raccoons look.
Is he a really fat raccoon?
Oh, you know he's fat. He's spoiled as hell.
Got like little stubby legs. He's like the corgi of raccoons.
He looks so good.
Protect.
I'm going to say that one's grappled, since
right.
Nampoodle's holding on to it.
Perfect. Thank you. Sorry.
Weighing it down.
Yes, it's like he's so fat, candy cane's just like getting closer and closer to the floor.
Great job, Nampoodle, says Nan.
Yeah, Sorrel.
How many are left that are not being either held by Ginger or grappled by a raccoon?
That's exactly the amount that are grappled. So there are 2 others. One in front of you that's had a chunk smashed out of it by Ginger, and the other one's in front of Tinsel, and that looks quite tough, as like quite bad as well.
Okay, well, Sorrel would never admit that they would never hurt a raccoon. So they will point their crossbow away from that one and go ahead and aim for the one with the chunk taken out of it.
Aww.
And pretty much just try and topple that one over and hopefully shatter it into a gajillion pieces.
Yeah.
Let's give it a shot. Whoa. Okay, 18 plus...
Yes. Yeah,
whatever.
no, 18's going to do it.
Plus all the stuff. Almost rolled off my desk. I was like... and then a 1d8. Y'all gotta be patient with me. I haven't played since the 50s. There we go.
It was a different game then.
It was.
Is
I
that
haven't played
decade the 50s or when, like, she was 50?
Well, Sorrel's only 40, so...
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I haven't played
As
since
old as
3.5
10.
was new. Okay, so I got
Wow.
a 4 plus 3 piercing, so 7.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the cane in front of you, you shoot a bolt into it, and it just explodes in a peppermint shower.
I like to imagine that Sorrel grabs one of the splinters, like, as it goes by, and just, like, pulls it and, like, puts it between her teeth. Just like... Do you like that?
Some of the candy cane goes in Tinsel's hair. It's a bit sticky.
Oh.
Sorrel is doubly
Wow.
proud of that.
It's just like sort of the glitters sticking to bits of this candy cane in your hair, Tinsel.
Oh, it's like a really
Ginger-
big glitter then.
Ginger's impressed, but also annoyed that we got crumbs all over the gosh dang carpet.
Sorrel doesn't notice other people's feelings.
So the cane holding onto Ginger is going to try and break free. So if you'd like to roll the strength check to try and keep hold of it. And The one that the raccoon is holding onto is going to do the same.
Okay, that's a 16 after I
Oh yeah,
add
you
my
keep a
minus
good
1.
hold of it. Yeah, you keep a good hold of that.
See, Ginger is not strong, but she hopes that she can keep hold of a damn candy cane.
Yeah. Oh, how would you do a check for your raccoon? Tan?
How would I do a check for my raccoon?
You got some stats or something for a raccoon, or should we just do a straight D20 roll?
Let's just do a straight D20 roll, because I can only imagine that all of Tanfudo's strats are, like, worse than anything. Like, I would assume they're all negative.
He's got the weight behind him.
He's just trying his best. So I'll do a straight D20 roll. Ooh, that's 11.
Yeah, it sort of shakes him off and he sort of goes plop down onto the ground and it just stops floating up a bit higher. And Tinsel, your one tries to bop you, but you're sort of like trying to get this stuff out of your hair and it just can't, like, it misses.
Listen.
And Ginger.
Oh, right. Ginger
That's the
has
one by
had enough
me.
of these guys now. So Ginger's just going to keep a hold of the candy cane with one hand and just put a hand out and Eldritch Blast. Are there still 2 left?
Yeah, you'll
Yes.
have advantage against the one that's by me if you want to do that.
Yeah. So I'll just shoot 2 beams of my Eldritch Blast right at the one near Tan.
Okay.
And I'll roll damage for that, or roll to attack. Yeah, that one is going to be a 24 to hit.
Definitely, yeah.
Yep. And I can roll 2d10 for this one.
Nice.
Okay, that is a 10 and a 5, so 15 damage.
That one
And-
shatters into pieces as well. And
Ah.
just the raccoon is just covered in this like peppermint mist as these shards rain down on it.
Yes, his mouth is
FYI,
open.
The Eldritch Blast looks like a phantasmal bauble. And it's just like, here's some Christmas spirit for you.
Wonderful.
So you've still got the one that you're holding onto, and there's one in
Yeah.
front of Tinsel.
I want it to watch. This is what happens when you misbehave.
This is what happens to naughty children.
Sorrel
Oh,
has
yeah,
no outward
definitely.
opinion, but inwardly,
Sorrel's into that.
Tan just thinks we're all having a good time eating candy.
Playing with our food.
Yeah. It's Christmas time.
Um,
Is this not one of your Christmas traditions?
Is it my turn?
Were you doing a second blast, or was that both of your blasts?
Oh, that was both of them.
Okay, then it is Tinsel's turn, yes.
As Tinsel has been fussing with the peppermint in her hair, and glitter kind of coalesces there into one giant glitter, she likes it. And she turns to the candy cane in front of her with greed in her eyes and a smile. She raises her spear for 2 blows. The lower one is a 17.
No.
No.
Oh,
my
wait,
God,
no,
these
that
candy
just
canes.
hits. 17 just
Oh,
hits. Sorry,
okay.
I was thinking
Magic
something else.
number.
Yes, just hits.
All right,
So
so
do you want to do
for
that
a
first
total-
one? It's quite...
Oh, okay. The first one then is a 9 piercing damage.
Yep. So that spear, the Christmas spirit, shatters that candy cane, and the only one remaining is the one Ginger is holding.
I kind of like lean forward and let it get like all in my hair. And then I'm going to rush forward to Ginger's because I want more. And so that one was higher. That was a 23.
Yeah.
I don't think we're good people.
And 5 piercing damage.
Okay. Excellent. We are back to Tan and Nampoodle.
And it's scented.
So we just have the one left.
Yeah, that Ginger's holding on to.
Okay,
Oh,
so
buddy.
Tan is gonna come try and attack it just with a mace.
I'll hold it away from my face.
Yeah, good idea.
I'll
And
lean in.
and Namfoodle is gonna like stand underneath to catch some snacks. Okay. Oh, no, I missed.
Oh no!
Please don't hit me.
That's a 4. Actually, no. Hold on. It's actually no. It's an 8.
Eight's
So-
not gonna cut it, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sorrel.
Scared of shooting my girl, but I'm gonna give it a shot. That's stupid. Why did I say that? Whatever. I'm a try. Sorrel is not witty. Let's try with this crossbow.
Please don't hit me. Oh no!
It's cool. I can fix this.
Was that a 1? I'm not actually looking.
No,
at
it was a 3, but with like the 6 and the do I still have the bless?
Yeah.
With the D4. So it's 13.
Yeah, that's not enough. But
Yeah,
it doesn't hit Ginger either.
Oh, good.
Why are we so bad
It just
at
goes
hitting?
Just
through
glances
my
off.
atlas.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. Be like,
Yeah.
at the last
crane-
minute, it's like, phew,
Yeah.
eyes closed.
The cane is going to frantically try to escape your grip again. So roll me your strength check.
Okay, 17.
I
It's rolling really well.
yeah, but the cane got 20, so it just slowly
Wow.
just like falls away out of your grasp.
God, and it's probably like slightly melted now because I've just been holding onto it.
It's like
Oh
this
yeah,
is
that's a
so
bad
tight.
feeling.
Oh.
Not good.
Like, ugh.
Whoops.
And it is your turn, Ginger.
All right. We're gonna do she's gonna cast her mage hand to just grab back onto it.
Nat 20, that's check.
So that probably escapes again.
Yeah, what did your mage hand get?
Let's see. 19. Damn it.
No,
So
you
close.
make a good. You sort of like your mage hand's like quite quick into the, but it's a
Yeah.
sort of like nips out of the way. There's still quite a lot of sort of. It's not had too many chunks smashed off of it, so it's still quite nippy. Tinsel.
Your turn, Fairy
Tinsel
Queen.
Is, Ginger, we can use the corpses of our lowly enemies to adorn ourselves. Here, I will help you, and then I will Christmas
Please
spirit.
do not.
A 16, which will miss, but a 23 will hit.
Yeah.
And that will deal. Oh, actually, I'm blessed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. roll that
So
one.
actually, it was an 18. So
Yeah.
2 hits.
2 hits. Fantastic.
So a total of 13 piercing damage.
This cloud of peppermint just envelops your head as you
Oh,
shove your
lean
spear
in,
in.
Ginger.
Ginger leans back. It's like, do you realize how hard that is to get out of your hair?
Like all on my face.
It's bad. It's like a kid like after like their 3rd Christmas day. Oh,
I hate candy canes. It's rough and coarse, and it gets everywhere.
Sorrel is disappointed but still
I heard
charmed.
the sweet laughter of Rudy Basso.
Glad someone gets my prequel memes.
And as one of my players said to me when I play tested this yesterday, I guess you could say you licked those candy canes. So thank you to Jasper for that one. That was terrible.
Ginger
so-
quits.
The
It's
canes
a Kwanzaa
defeated.
stream now.
The canes are defeated, and you realise you need to ascend the tree. So if you'd like to roll perception checks for perception for me.
Precipitation checks.
Just for more peppermint rain.
Well, that is
nothing.
a natural 20 for Ginger, so that is going to be a 22.
Excellent.
Tan got 15.
Cool.
Just rubbing the peppermint from her eyes. Looking up.
What did everyone else get?
I got a 4.
You're
Namfoodle
I'm
got
busy
2.
looking down at all the glitter that has fallen in combat and just adorning myself.
Sorry, Nam and Tan?
Sorry, what?
What was your perception check?
My perception check was 15. Namfoodle got a 4.
He's like peppermint shoving it in his mouth, his little tiny raccoon hands.
Tiny hands.
Scary, but
He's just
cute.
stuffing his cheeks.
Really
Sorry?
bad, good.
16.
Okay, lovely. So you look around, all of you see that the baubles are hanging, there's tinsel just draping around the branches. And Ginger, as you sort of like step out of the way of this cloud of peppermint that Tinsel's throwing around her, you step near a fairy light, and the glow bathes you, giving you a Christmas spirit feel. And I'm going to give you inspiration for that. And you also notice that there are some bits of tinsel that are hanging slightly lower than others, and you may be able to pull yourself up on them.
Oh, that kind of tinsel.
Oh, God.
Very different.
Oh, Ginger's not sure if she can be bothered with all this glitter and stuff, so I think that she's going to cast Spider Climb to start making her way up this tree.
Okay.
Got no time for this nonsense. She's not paid enough for this. She's not paid.
Just before Ginger went up, Sorrel caught like a glimpse out of the corner of their eye of all those fairy lights like adorning her hair and sparkling around her and stuff, and it's just like I would like to use a little bit of prestidigitation and change the smell from the peppermints on Tinsel's hair to garbage.
Tinsel just kind of like starts looking around, like sniffing.
I'm just gonna.
Could that
Sorrel's
be-
just straight faced, just like I don't smell anything. It's weird.
And nobody can tell if it's Nam or Tinsel who smells like that.
It's both Tan and Namfoodle. It's all of us. It's just a menagerie of scents. It's a complex story, I would say.
Unfortunately, realizes that it applies to the peppermint that they've already put in their mouth, and just kind of.
Pretty messed.
Having seen Ginger briefly aglow in something way more sparkly than my peppermint glitter, jealously Tinsel will just casually say, once a year your patron lays gifts at my feet. So in a way, I'm like your patron. And I'm just going to start climbing.
And what are you using to climb?
I'm going to kind of move my back so it looks like my cardboard wings are moving, but my my hands. And if there's like garlands and tinsel you'd mentioned, I would try to climb with those.
Okay, so as you grip onto a piece of tinsel, it blinks at you.
This is normal.
And it sort of starts slithering down like a snake. And then its eyes open, like come up to your eye level, and it goes, "Hello? Can I help you?"
Hello, lowly bottom of the tree creature. I am Tinsel, the tree topper, and I command that you bring me to the top of the tree to deal with your mistress, who is in need of a serious makeover.
Tinsel, eh? My name is Terence. How are you?
I'm well. I don't usually speak to the help.
Oh, but I was going to help you.
Yes, very well. And I will just kind of like step on him. Like, I don't know if he has like a little saddle
Your feet sort of stick to him as you step on his tinsely strands.
How does he feel about that?
He's like, do you wish to go up the tree?
I do, and I sit on him side saddle.
Ginger sort of just Ginger kicks one of the baubles a bit loose, just so she can try and drop that onto Tinsel's head.
Sorrel's got this look on their face, like the same one where you see where somebody in your party's being rude to the waiter, and you're just kind of like, okay, that's a choice you made.
Tan is like right behind Tinsel, like trying to get to the snake. Because first of all, Tinsel made a great point about all that stuff about Santa. And also, like, I love lowly creatures.
Some of my best friends are lowly creatures.
All of my best friends are lowly creatures, in fact.
Okay. So the tinsel sort of starts to wrap itself around you as well, Tan, and it says, if you would like to go up the tree, then you must answer a riddle. Are you
A
ready?
little what?
Are you ready for my riddle?
Little what?
Riddle! A puzzle.
The
Tan
creature
nods, but
would like
she's not
you,
sure what
Tam, to answer a riddle.
I am sorry. I do not really have a mouth as such. It's very difficult to speak.
Where are the sounds coming from?
You're not quite sure.
Spooky.
Wonderful.
And Terence goes, my riddle is this. There are two mothers and two daughters, and they go out for Christmas dinner. Each person only eats one meal, but altogether, only 3 meals are eaten. How is this possible?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I have a guess there.
So I think we may have lost Tinsel.
Oh, really?
Oh, no. I'm here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, your picture's frozen.
Oh, I'm frozen? Am I still frozen?
That's seasonable. You look really good and moving to me.
Okay, cool.
Okay. It might just be my end then.
Oh no.
I was really still and listening to the riddle. So.
That happens. So, okay, so here's my answer to the riddle. Tan steps up and puts her hands on her hips. It's a mother, a daughter, and a grandmother.
Very good. You're correct.
And Namfoodle also seems to be laughing in joyous celebration.
And does your friend over there, and a pseudopod sort of waves at Sorrel, do they want to come up the tree too?
I wouldn't dare to guess.
Sorrel is just standing there, like, counting on their fingers after they overheard the riddle, and then they're, yes! Yes! I would love to go up this tree in any way possible. If that's cool with you, if you're not doing anything, if, nothing's going on.
Ginger is at this moment tying a rope from her Dungeoneer's pack around one of the branches of the tree and just hoiks it down, saying, well, you have a choice now. You can go with Terence, or you can come join me.
Sorrel immediately takes the rope. Tries to be cool about it, but, like, is like, oh, man, my ride's here.
Oh, Tan and Namfoodle are going with Terrence. No questions asked.
And Tinsel?
I would not deprive Terrence of the opportunity to give me a ride up this tree. But I also will stick with Terrence.
Okay.
Ginger
So-
mainly threw this rope down to get Sorrel a chance to get away from Tinsel for a moment.
But I'm so shiny.
Yes, you are, dear.
Oh, honey, nothing shines brighter than your ego.
Thank you. What does that word mean?
So Terence gently loops his pseudopods around you both, and he carefully lifts you up to the next level. Again, you see baubles brightly dripping from the branches, and the glow of the lights illuminate the shiny paint of the toy soldiers, who appear to be marching towards you. You can hear,
Yeah, it goes.
up, 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 up. Halt! Who goes there?
It is I, Tinsel, the Christmas tree topper. I'm sure you've heard of me.
I love her so much.
Ginger's just looking down like, ugh.
Climbing faster.
Only the queen.
This was not in the job description.
Nope, 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 nope.
Only the queen is allowed at the top of the tree.
Yes, we are making my way there.
Nope, none shall pass. You may not ascend. Stay right where you are.
I'm going to turn to Tan and Nampoodle and say, I don't understand what's happening. Yep, I don't understand.
Tan gives you like a huge smile, but kind of like, yeah. They seem like they don't know that you're the queen.
This is not our queen.
I will forgive you this once because we are here having heard that your tree is deranged. But this will not be forgiven a second time. Let us pass.
Your tree is garbage. Just take a whiff.
We cannot smell anything. We don't know what you mean. The tree is perfectly fine, and you shall not go any further. Stay back.
Well,
And
now
they
I know you're not
draw
telling the truth.
swords. They both draw. There's two of them. And they both draw a long sword each.
Yeesh. Not this again.
Are Sorrel and Ginger, can we hear this whole conversation?
You're
We're
probably
like right
quite-
there, right?
Yeah, you're right there. They're like Terence has deposited them right near you.
It's like, Terence, I know you have a good heart, just... You could have left them a bit further over that way.
I think Sorrel's gonna yell from where they're perched up there and be like, "Oi, we got like 30 snipers in these trees," and try and intimidate them.
Okay. Roll some intimidation.
And Ginger will assist with that and just sort of use her thaumaturgy to make her eyes glow and give a very threatening look. Like, yes, you should let us pass. We have very important business at the top of the tree with your queen. And just stares them down.
And Tan will use minor illusion to show like little heads popping out to look. Many minor illusions in a row.
Roll that.
But
with
they all kind of
advantage.
look vaguely animal-like.
So I rolled an 11, and then plus my intimidation is 17.
Was that with advantage?
So
Oh, with advantage?
Yeah. We're assisting you.
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the guards sort of looks like confusion across his painted face, but the other one rolled a nat 20, and he's like, "Liars! Fight! Fight!" And he
He was gonna
brandishes
come
his
to
sword
this
at you.
anyway.
So yeah, let's roll some initiative. Why did I roll a nat 1 for initiative? Thank you so much.
Wee. All right.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Unacceptable. Let's roll for
Gin-
initiative.
Ginger got an 11.
11. Sorrel.
Nat 20.
Ooh, so that's 24, yeah?
About to snipe. Yeah, so a dirty 24, I guess. I don't know.
We have
Do
gotten
people
a
say
lot
that?
of nat 20s.
10.
These are
I'm
brand new
balancing
dice.
the average.
Tan also got 11.
Tinsel?
Noticing that she can see her reflection in all of the hanging ornaments, I got a 7.
Tinsel's just living in like another world. She's living in like 5017.
It's because she knows that we all got her back, and she's like, take care of this for me. But Sorrel is like too antsy and like, let's fight. Like, let's do it.
Well,
Tinsel's
Sorrel,
like,
you
I
are...
have a date with these beautiful baubles.
Tan's just a dumb idiot.
yeah, Sorrel, you're up first.
Okay. How many of them are there? I'm
Only
sorry.
2. They are standing
Only
next
2?
to each other in front of you.
Only 2. Then if I gotta fight them anyway, I'm gonna give that thunderclap another go and see
Okay.
how it goes.
So, I don't really
That's
know.
That's a constitution. Oh, that Kentucky came out. Constitution.
Nat 20 on one, and the other one got a 5.
All right, I'm gonna get that one then.
Do we even want to know?
How did it go?
I hit him for 2 points. Pretty
Ooh,
proud of
yeah, you got him.
waste.
Okay, Ginger and Tan, you both have the same mod, so who wants to go first?
I would love to not go first.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Well-
Ginger, you're up then.
Ginger's going to take out her crossbow and just say, well, soldiers can't be choosers, and line up a shot.
Nice.
And all the crossbow bolts definitely look like they're striped like candy canes.
Cool.
Nice.
That's an 11. I don't think that one's going to hit.
No, sorry.
I might use my movement to try and get up to a higher perch just to get some high ground.
Okay, sure. Roll me a... Oh, God, what's the climbing one?
Dexterity?
Athletics or acrobatics to get yourself up onto a perch.
I'm going to use acrobatics because I have a -1 in athletics. Okay, that's a 15.
Yeah, sure, no problem. You managed to get yourself up on a little perch above them.
Well, we did say there were snipers, and for her next turn, she'll just start aiming again.
Tan.
I am gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Mhm.
So they need to succeed on a dexterity saving throw. And
Is that
as
just
I
one?
cast
Or
it,
both?
you guys all hear, or you all smell the distinct aroma of roasted chestnuts over like an open fire, maybe?
Is that both of them or just one?
That is one of them. Whichever one's
Okay.
closest to me.
And did you say dexterity?
Yeah.
3.
Oh, good. I am proud to say that my spell save DC is higher than 3. Oh, dang. All right. So I did 12 damage.
Oh, wow, nice.
Nice.
It's a cantrip, so that's why I'm like amazed.
Yeah, like you chip some of this soldier's paint off of him. Tinsel, you're up.
The past 18 seconds, Tinsel has been practicing smizing in the reflection of the
Oh my
ornaments.
Smizing.
Christmas. but then make it
Rising.
fashion.
Smiling with her eyes. And she, after seeing what her allies have done, she's going to step off of Terrence, grab the amulet around her neck, which is a small Christmas bauble, and she's going to cast Command at level 2. You said there were 2 soldiers, right?
Yes. Yep.
All right, I'm going to cast Command on both of them. And she's just going to flip her hair over her shoulder and say, "Worship me." And that is a wisdom save, DC 13.
One of them just makes it. The other one nat 1 and just immediately drops to the floor and is now thrown kowtow into your radiance.
I look smug.
Ginger looks horrified.
And the one that makes it is going to make 2 attacks on Chan and gets a 23 and a... Oh no, the other one will miss you.
Okay.
So you are going to take 2d6 plus 3.
Ugh.
9 damage.
I hate him. Okay. Just saying,
And-
I do hate him. Okay.
Sorrow.
Sounds like you have a nut to crack with him.
It's
yes.
like, you know,
I'm
and
so
you just,
sorry.
like, say it, and you like see my face before it even goes, and I'm just like, okay. So my go. So I am like, Sorrel is sitting there like clapping their hands, being like, "Are these on?" And so then they're gonna decide that they're gonna try and bring out like slightly bigger guns and go for sleep.
Okay.
Hopefully this will work. Now I'm confused. I'm not really sure what to roll for this.
There's an amount of dice for sleep, and you roll them and add them
5d8.
together.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Here we go. I'm ready.
If it's 5d8, probably best you cast something else.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. So,
You might send your allies to sleep.
good point. So, why don't we instead do...
Cast sleep on Tinsel?
No, that's terrible.
Well, that's one way to solve the problem.
one that isn't worshipping Tinsel, I'm going to try and do Hideous Laughter instead.
Okay.
And that's a wisdom.
Wisdom. Nat 1. That one just
All right.
doubles over and starts laughing at the situation.
Who cursed your
Tinsel
dice,
looks
Maz?
offended. Tinsel looks really offended.
You're welcome.
They either roll 20s or 1s. It's ridiculous.
Sorrel looks
Uh,
smug.
Ginger.
Default face.
One soldier is doubled up laughing. The other one is worshipping Tinsel.
There is no in between.
What would you like to do?
Is it my turn?
Oh,
Or-
yes, Ginger, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you said Tan for a minute. I was like, okay.
No.
I'm just gonna sit here in silence. Don't even ask.
Just going to look down my crossbow and just line up a shot at the one who's laughing.
Okay.
You want to know what that was?
Oh no!
I always
So-
want to yell, "Welcome to the Waffle Crew" when that happens.
Cold blood.
Welcome to Tinsel Trash. So that altogether will be a 3, but if you would like, you can treat that as a critical failure. I will leave that
no.
to your discretion.
Nope. It's Tan's turn, though. If there's nothing else you want to do with your turn.
So it just goes flying past between the soldier and between Tinsel. I'm just like, damn it, and I'll just move back a bit so Tinsel doesn't see that I could have almost shot her.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame again at the one that is already damaged.
They both are. One
Oh,
taken more than the other, though.
that one. The one who looks like so bad and ugly.
That's the one doubled up laughing, I
Yeah.
believe.
Get him.
If I've
Let's get him.
noted this down correctly.
So
I
he
can't
needs to
remember.
make a dex saving throw.
Okay. 10. So another failure on that.
Ha
Thanks,
ha! Slow ass. All right. And that is going to be, if I know how to do math, a 13.
Okay. Yep, you chip more flakes of paint off of this soldier's body. And
Smells
tinsel.
so good.
Okay. So Tinsel just said, "Worship me," and one of the soldiers doubled over laughing. So Tinsel's going. It's like, how dare you? And I would like to go over and try to push him off the tree.
Oh, yes, okay. So make.
You done goof.
Do you want to do a grapple to drag him over to the edge?
Yeah. Is that athletics?
Yeah, strength athletics.
Ooh. It's not a natural one, but it is a 20.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, I rolled 3. So you grab him.
Yeah, with a
and
fury.
you can drag him to the edge and drop him off the tree, and you're on the 2nd level, so roll 5d6.
Okay. That's fine. 17.
You push him off the edge of the tree, and he drops down, and you see this clatter onto the floor as he falls and lands. But he's still moving.
How?
Tinsel briefly frowns and then stops because she might get wrinkles.
Sorrel feels
Okay.
nothing.
So does command now wear off now that
It's up to the DM's discretion. Most of the examples they gave just last for a turn.
Yeah. From what I read on it, it looked like it was just going to be for a turn. And he has just seen you drop his friend off the edge of the tree. So he is going to use half his movement to get up from the floor. And then he is going to make 2 attacks against you, Tinsel. And one of them's a nat 20. The other one's a 2.
Oh no! Okay.
So that is going to be 14 damage.
Okay. 14.
He just makes 2 attacks. Like one misses, but the other one just splits your popcorn crown and tears it from your head. And popcorn skitters around.
What?
You done snatched your weave.
No. Too far. Too far.
The one that's down the bottom is going to get up and start moving. Like bits of him are broken and splinters are flying off him, and just slowly starts walking towards the tree, going, "No, you mustn't get up." But he's about 50 feet below you all. And Sorrel.
I mean, Sorrel's pretty much gonna take out that crossbow, and crossbow's already out, and take aim and fire, because they've had about enough of this. Honestly, this is going on a little too long. Plus, that's rude. Like, snatch her weave. Cool. All right, that's 18. Wait, no, with my crossbow, that's 20. That's a dirty 20.
Yep, that's a hit.
So many little dice. All right, let's give it a shot. 7.
Cool. Yeah, the crossbow sort of thuds into the soldier's arm, wedged deep into the wood. Ginger.
So there's one guy who's attacking the fairy queen herself, and one who is down at the bottom of the tree. Okay.
Correct.
She'll just stow away the crossbow and reach out her hands and just eldritch blast that guy right in front of Tinsel.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. So I got an 18, so that's going to be 24 on that one.
Yep.
Going to roll some d10s. Ooh, so that is 12 all up.
Okay, fantastic.
And she just carefully makes sure that none of the blast radius gets Tinsel, because she is still a bit scared about her. She may not like her, but she does have power. Just as a bonus action, she'll just say, "We'll get you a new crown later, Tinsel."
I'm like picking up all the popcorn pieces.
10.
All right. So Tan is just going to yell attack and also attack at the same time. And she and Namfoodle are going to get this guy who is not on the ground. We will not be launching ourselves off the tree. And I'm going to attack with my mace, and Namfoodle is going to attack with his creepy little body, and we're going to just do it just the only way we know how. And that's a 17.
It just clunks against the soldier's body and doesn't do any damage.
Oh, really? For 17?
17, yep.
Damn.
Well, wait. Can I roll for Namfoodle?
Sure.
Namfoodle he's trying his best. He got a 4. He's just.
What's he doing? His best.
He just wants to be useful.
He's just uselessly slamming his chubby little body up against the soldier.
He can barely keep his footing in the tree branches. He's kind of perfect today. Well,
Tinsel.
With my hand, I'm gonna drop the popcorn briefly and grab my spear and say, "You broke my crown! How dare you! How dare you!" And I'm gonna Christmas spirit.
You have no idea how much. Woohoo!
Yeah, the other one missed though. But on that natural 20, I will divine smite it.
Yeah.
Because you don't do
made
that.
her mad. You made her mad.
All right. 11, 13, 14, plus 5, 14, 19. Some of which is radiant.
Yeah, you just blast chunks. One of the soldier's arms drops off and down to the bottom of the tree. I'm going to make a dex save, actually. Oh, nat 20. And the one at the bottom just dodges out of the way as this arm just smashes into the ground next to him. And he just sort of looks up and he's like, "What? Why would you do this?" And
point to my head.
The one is that you've just hit is going to make 2 attack and misses. He's like, it is a wood wound. That's my flesh. But he's just like wildly flailing. Wildly flailing and doesn't hit you at all. Both of his attacks miss. And the other one just starts climbing slowly the trunk of the tree to get back up. Sorrel.
Sorrel's gonna go ahead and take that crossbow and take aim one more time and hopefully get this fool to the point where he's gonna topple over the side too.
Mm-hmm.
That is an 18.
Yeah, just hits.
Object number.
So let's... 9.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, he's looking pretty much worse for wear. Now there's just paint flakes have chipped off everywhere. His little moustache that was painted on is just flaking off. He's just like, no, you must not go up. Ginger.
Seeing that both her magic has been ineffectual and her crossbows have done nothing, she's just going to look around, take one of the baubles off the tree, and just hoik it.
Oh, lovely. So you're just going to drop it onto him?
Yep.
Or you're going to actually throw it?
I'll just drop it.
Okay.
She probably couldn't even lift the bauble.
So roll me. How big's this bauble?
I'm imagining like the size of a nice big beach ball.
Yeah, roll me a d8 damage. I've rolled him a dex save, and that's 20 again, but he'll take half as the shards scatter around him.
That's an 8.
Cool.
So he's going to take 4 damage.
Yeah.
And the baubles just going to shatter on him.
Yeah, there's just shards of bauble, little coloured pieces of glass skittering around you. 10.
I'm gonna call down quickly. Tinsel, don't use that as glitter, please. I may not like you,
look,
but
there's
please.
all these tiny tinsels reflected.
Okay, so
it will make you look ugly.
That's impossible.
okay, so remind me where these two soldiers are now.
So there's one next to Tinsel.
Okay.
And I'd say they're probably fairly near-ish to the edge.
Okay.
As she just drops the other one off, who is ascending the trunk of the tree, but that one's not quite up to the first level yet.
Okay. So let's see. I think I'm going to attack again. Again, I'm going to scream attack, and Namfoodle is going to be my muse in battle, my beautiful child. And I'm going to attack with the intention to knock him off the tree.
Okay.
Ooh, luck be a lady. Let's go. Okay, that's 17 again. Starring Zac Efron.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah, you just. He just sort of like dodges slightly out of the way.
Okay, that's okay. I'm over it. Namfoodle rolled a 17. He's just like gently touching him. He's like, please go off the tree.
Roll me a d4 for Nampoodle.
Namfoodle! He got a 4!
He chews. He like sort of like gets his little hands and chews a bit of the leg off.
Namfoodle, you did it!
And he sort of like sits there just chewing this bit of wood.
Oh, my little boy!
If
like
that's
a
everything,
doting
it's
grandmother.
Tinsel's turn.
Oh, did you say it was my turn?
Yeah, if Tan's finished with her turn.
Okay. Seeing the ornament fall from the sky, I'm gonna look. The tree, it defends me. It recognizes that I am the natural ruler, and I will flourish my spear and try to Christmas spirit twice. A 23.
Yes.
And a super low number. But the 23 will do 7 piercing damage.
That is exactly the amount you need to.
Oh, yay!
You plunge the
Powerful.
spear. You're just like Ah, the queen of the tree, and just plunges right into his chest.
Behold, creatures of the tree, my might and my might alone has defeated this soldier.
And from a
I
voice
grab
sort of,
up Namfoodle and spin him around like a princess, and I say, "You did it, buddy!"
from sort of below, you hear a voice going, "You're not the queen!" as the other one climbs up slightly more. And he's about 10 feet below you now. He's sort of like halfway up the lower level, just below you. And that's his turn. Sorrel.
All right, so the one that's right in front of Tinsel is dead, or how close are they? Or that's a stupid question, but like they're definitely really hurt, right?
Tinsel's just killed one.
Okay, cool. Since I definitely know one's climbing up, Sorrel's actually going to not quite drop the crossbow, but kind of like take a deep breath and like hum to themselves for a minute, and then start chanting this this little nursery rhyme that they used to know when they were a kid that goes, "The little birds sing, the little birds sing with their delicate voices." And since Ginger can hear them, she will get bardic inspiration.
Ooh, thank you.
So once within the next 10 minutes, roll the die, add the number rolled to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw it makes.
Is it a D8 at level 5?
Yes, it is a D8. Yeah.
And that's a bonus. So are you going to take any action?
And then Sorrel's going to go ahead and just hold their action until the other one is in sight.
Okay. Well, he's only 10 feet below. Would you like to make a perception check to see if you can see him through the branches?
I would love to make a perception check. See if I can see some branches rustling.
Oh no.
Was it a 1?
Yes.
You're not sure where that voice has come from.
Sorrel's attention is elsewhere.
It's Ginger's turn now.
Ginger. She's gonna Sorrel's song has sort of calmed her down, and sort of she's centering herself and just taking the crossbow back out and looking for this other soldier. Can I make a perception check to see him?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be a 17.
Oh yeah, you spot him. He's actually right underneath where Sorrel was. That's why she couldn't see him. He's looking to sort of just come up from underneath her. Them, sorry. My apologies.
Just going to aim right down and just go, Sorrel, you might want to move to the right a bit, and just loose a bolt. That's going to be 18.
Yes, that just thuds into him.
Sorrel feels the tip of one of their locks just go whoop, boop.
It's just like slow motion, just goes through, just past the hair.
And how much damage does he take? He just about is still clinging onto the tree. He made a very good dex save.
I think crossbow is D6. That was cocked. 4.
Okay. And yeah, is that with a dex mod on?
Well, that is not with my dex mod on. So that's going to be 5.
Okay. He's looking very battered now as he's just slowly, like End of Terminator 2, sort of like up the tree. Tan!
Yes. Okay. So now we know where he is. Do I know where he is too? Because she attacked him. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Does anybody need to be healed? We haven't been hit much, right?
I mean, Ginger got hit first up, but we can. Look at that, Lysa.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't being like the cleric who's like, I'm a warrior. Don't even talk to me about my healing spells. All right. Or
Heal
the
her, I
cleric
haven't
who
met
is
her.
just obsessed with raccoons and doesn't know how to heal. More accurate.
You're the cleric
Okay.
obsessed with raccoons. Classic trope.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's cliche, you guys. I'm sorry that I had to bring it in, but it is something that I
I'm
identify with.
just
personally.
so sick of seeing shows that have like clerics with their raccoon sidekicks.
I know. Well, I'm sorry. I'll do better next time. I think I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on this dude.
Dex save,
And-
yeah.
Yeah, dex save.
Dirty 20.
Oh,
I'm very sorry.
can
Yeah,
I
you
have
just
like
sort of, like-
Nampoodle like go down and like distract him from climbing?
If you do that first, I'll let you have advantage on your roll.
Oh,
So
Well, all right. Yeah.
I'll give I'll give him disadvantage. Sorry, I'll roll him again. Oh,
Oh.
that was a 4 that time. So
Oh,
he's like,
there you go.
yeah. Nampoodle's like scuttling down, and he's just like, no.
Nampoodle. Very cool. Okay, that is
Clutch.
11 damage.
11.
Mm.
Did you say?
Yes.
Okay, and then roll me. Actually, there's no point because he's only going to have 1 hit point. So you blast him with this flame,
Yeah.
and with Nampoodle sort of like bothering him, and he's like loses grip and just plummets to the floor and shatters.
Oh.
Just like his legs skitter off one way and his arms slide off another way. There's just all these battered bits of wood under the tree.
I make like a really creepy raccoon sound and Nampoodle runs back to me.
Just that weird little raccoon laugh, like the.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you don't like it. I know I don't want to like god mod your characters, but like nobody could like it. It's a sound that not even a mother could love.
Laurel is incredibly disturbed.
Good. I now have my little hunchback friend back again, and we're back at it again, climbing the tree.
Back on the bullshit, boys.
What did Terrence think of all of this?
Yeah, great question.
Oh. The
He's
poor
sort of
boy must
like-
be distraught.
Slides around a bit, and he sort of looks at you and goes, "Ooh, that was very interesting.
Mm.
Did you want to go up further?"
Could you just take us to the top, Terrence? Did you have to? This is a floor-by-floor situation.
I need to rest once I have helped you. And I need to ask you another riddle.
Sorrel is actually a little disturbed by that because Sorrel comes from a background where it's like very much where you're from, you have strong loyalty, and it's really disturbing to see somebody who is from these parts not have any reaction to soldiers' deaths. It's actually like, I don't know about this.
Whilst this is happening, Ginger's gonna hop down from where she's sitting on and just come over to Tinsel. And she's got some little bits of the tree in her hands, and she's gonna say, "Well, if you're going to replace the queen up there, then you need a crown." And is just going to
Aww.
try to plait some in her hair.
Aww.
It's better than the popcorn anyway.
I don't know how to roleplay being nice.
It's better than the popcorn anyway. The popcorn was
I wasn't
dumb. You got
prepared for
crumbs in the
this.
carpet.
Sorrel clears their throat and tries not to look jealous and kind of just like, okay.
Oh my god.
I am. It's glorious, and I admired myself in all of the shards of glass around us.
You don't want to touch those.
I'm like picking
Also-
one up and just kind of
I'm just going to swallow it out of her
just kind of
hands. Just like,
collapsing my entire computer.
Oh, Tinsel.
Tinsel!
Serves you right.
Oh, she's
Homework.
frozen.
Oh no.
Oh no! Have we lost
Am I
Tinsel?
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Technical
Well, meanwhile,
difficulties.
I'm stroking Terrence's head.
I slapped that glass out of her hand way too hard.
Right off the internet.
You slapped her still. Oh no.
I snatched her weave.
Oh my gosh, no. Come on.
Oops.
There she is.
It was too moving.
Yay.
She's
It
back.
was too. No, I just slapped the glass out of your hand way too hard.
Yeah.
Too intense. Too many feels.
I was actually going to ask if Sorrel could roll insight, but now Sorrel is too caught up in this exchange, so I'm going to let it go.
Also, Maz, I assume that I would have done this before we set out on the mission, but can I get my familiar out of my pack?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna swing it around the pack and just open it up, and a little sprite comes out with the looking like the whole Santa's little helper with the stockings and the little curly shoes.
Oh no!
Oh no, it's so cute. My computer is gonna crash again.
He takes care of the nice list.
Wonderful. I tell him Merry Christmas. Or her.
He just sort of.
Or they.
You can't really tell. So I would say it's more they.
Okay. I tell them Merry Christmas.
They just sort of jingle with all the bells on their hat and there.
That just makes Sorrel actually kind of sympathize with them more a little.
Yeah.
She is
Yeah. Yes. The sound effects.
Huh.
But Ginger can interpret this as who are these people? Why did you drag me here? I was sleeping. Thanks a lot, bitch. I don't see any nice children around here.
So, do we now at this point we're just on this empty platform or area of the tree with just
Oh, we have
Terrence.
to answer a whittle.
Oh,
A whittle.
Would you like to answer my riddle?
I stroke his head and I say, "Oh yes."
He sort of curls some tendrils around you gently in a sort of slight embrace, and he says, "If it takes 5 elves 5 minutes to make 5 dolls, how long does it take 100 elves to make 100 dolls?"
I know. So you said it's 5 elves take 5 minutes to make 5 dolls?
Mhm.
Okay, so Tan strokes Terrence's beautiful head and says, 5 minutes, you stupid tinsel.
Hey,
He says, "You are very clever. I like you very much. Let's go up another level."
Sorrel is increasingly distrustful.
Ginger is increasingly disturbed by his friendly demeanor.
Yeah, especially because we just killed his friends in front of him.
as we slide up to the next level, Tinsel is taking little pieces of glitter that she doesn't need and adding them to Ginger's hair. You should accessorize, my dear.
Mm.
Oh.
I'm getting the sprite to take them out and drop them as we're going. Like, thank you. I know. It's a bit sticky. Is this more peppermint? You know that's for eating, right, sweetie?
It's sweet like me.
You know that putting candy in your friend's hair, that's something for the naughty list. You don't want to be on Santa's naughty list, do you?
I am above the lists.
She's just gonna take out a little bit of parchment and just write some notes. Whatever
Sorrel's
you
tried
say,
to be
sweetie.
annoyed, but Sorrel's trying to be annoyed on Ginger's behalf, but they secretly find the tinsel very charming. Not the person, just the glitter.
So once again, Terence coils tendrils around you and gently bears you up another tier. As you step onto this level, one of the baubles turns to you. There's a jingling of bells as tinsel tentacles unfurl, and one large eye squints at you.
No!
Gary! Gary! Gary, these soldiers! She should never have reanimated them. They're rubbish. Someone got past them. Another bauble turns and sighs. Oh, I hate this life.
No one told them I smashed their friends, please.
You smashed the soldiers? Why would you do that?
Oh, you see, they were on the naughty list. They were getting in our way, and they were defending this false monarchy you have up here. Which I still don't understand why we have this sort of monarchy.
We only believe in real monarchies, Tan says.
It's simple.
Sorrel's
Some people,
just like going like this with their hands. You don't question other people's governments.
Gary sighs again. Oh, yeah, I hate the Queen. And the other one says, yeah, the other day, she got some glitter in Gary's eye. Yeah, it really hurt. So, yeah, she's a bit of a nightmare.
Have you gotten that checked out for any infections? Glitter in eyes is not healthy.
Yeah, he's probably all right. I mean, like, if we could just get out of here, it would be much better.
Ginger is doing her best to look empathetic, but is sort of just grimacing, like, yeah,
I'm just distracted seeing myself reflected on their faces, and I'm posing, and as I do, just chunks of glitter come off of me.
Oh my god!
Hey, don't get those in. He doesn't want them in his eye again. Careful.
And I'm just like making kissy faces and being like, "Hello, beautiful."
I run towards them and I'm like, "What are you charming creatures?"
Well, normally we would be chasing stupid little myconids through the caverns of the Underdark, but we were kidnapped, and that stupid thing up there cast a spell on us, and now we're just tied to this tree and looking out to make sure no one gets up. I mean, the soldiers were meant to stop everyone, but you seem to have got past them.
Well, that doesn't sound like a very Merry Christmas at all.
Well, no, my ideal Christmas would be probably chewing on a nice flump.
That sounds horrible, but maybe it's okay for you.
We don't kink shame here.
Yeah, don't yuck my yum.
Sorrel's ears actually prick up when they say Underdark, and like there's this weird newfound sympathy for them as a creature of the Underdark that's been like raised above ground. It's like, okay, I can actually see why you try and openly rebel against this regime.
So, what would happen to you in your situation, in your very unmerry Christmas, if we happened to murder the Queen?
Well, we'd be able to go back to doing what we want to do.
And you'd be able to get rid of whatever silly name she's given you. I bet it's something like Beho-Ho-Holder.
She said something about bauble holder?
That's even worse. You You should be very angry right now.
I love that name.
I am. Gary here's just sunken into his own melancholy, but I'm quite riled up, I can tell you.
This whole time, as everyone is talking, Tinsel has just walked up towards these creatures and is kind of like shifting them so she can gaze into the side, not with all the eyes in the way.
Freaking Tinsel.
Why are you doing that? What are you
Tan.
Yeah, we can depose your queen, yeah.
Tan nudges Tinsel away from them and says, well, if you let us past, I'll make sure. And I look Gary directly in his monster bobble eyes and I say, a very Gary Christmas.
This is an affront to Christmas spirit. What would the boss think of all these awful puns? You should be ashamed.
You've never met the boss, have you?
Well, I mean, if you were to cut us down, we wouldn't be here to look out for you, if you get my drift.
Can I insight check these guys?
Absolutely.
Can I also do that?
Thank you. I, as a player, wanted to, but Tinsel would not think of that.
Yeah.
Oh, you can have some inspiration.
13. Oh, I might actually roll my inspiration now, if that's okay.
Well, I'm okay. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, can I perception check it?
Insight.
I got a 23
Or insight?
I'll save that inspiration then.
Yeah.
You get the feeling these guys are legit. You've had a good conversation with them. They've not shown any sort of reason to not moved to attack you like all the other creatures on the tree have.
Right. I get the feeling that if we cut them down, they'll just leave. And
Gary looks really miserable.
Oh,
There's just,
Gary!
dampness pooling at the bottom of his big eye, and he just sniffs a little bit.
Gary, I just need you to be happy. So let's cut him down. I trust these guys.
Sorrel feels like that.
Still...
Yeah.
You realize they're still beholders, right? I mean, I empathize with them, but they're still beholders.
And now they're going to behold the Christmas spirit.
Oh, God.
As much as I don't trust them, I think that every creature should be free to make their own choices.
We're all gonna die.
I trust Tan.
Die. We are going to die.
While all of this was happening and everyone's backs were turned, Tinsel is now wearing Terrence as a boa.
Oh my God, yes!
He's like, oh, I look very dashing. We make a good team.
Sorrel just does it. Sorrel just takes out their dagger and just the first one just takes them off the tree.
Okay.
Tinsel is not consent.
He bobs up and down a little bit. And he bobs up and down a little bit and he goes, hey, now I can get away from him. He's so miserable, he's driving me crazy. If you're ever in the Underdark, don't come near me, I'll probably disintegrate you. Bye! And he sort of floats off.
I will be happy to never pass.
I like him.
I'll be happy to never cross that path again.
Sorrel goes ahead and cuts down the other one too, just to spite him.
And like little bit of a smile, ghost of a smile, sort of spreads across his bauble face, and he's like, "Thank you, I can go home now."
Even creatures of the Underdark deserve to be free.
And he sort of bobs along and floats off as well.
Don't disintegrate anyone, or you'll be on my naughty list.
He doesn't seem to hear you.
Oh, where did the mirrors go?
Come along, my queen. On to the next tier.
Maybe there are more mirrors there.
Terrence says, do you think you are ready to face her? She is quite powerful.
What's her deal?
I mean, like, some of you look slightly damaged.
Oh, yeah,
Could we
that's
perhaps take a rest?
Rude.
You want to take a short rest?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Sure
I will get my spell slots back for that.
Sure things. Yeah, spend your hit dice.
Oh,
Tinsel
snap.
probably spends the rest, just adjusting her hair, no doubt.
I can do a song
how
of
I heal
rest, can't
myself.
I?
You can do a song of rest.
Yeah, I could do a song of rest.
Do a song of
I think I
rest.
only get hit points back
Yeah.
for rest. I've never played a cleric before, though. Someone in the chat correct me if that's wrong.
Yeah, no spells.
I don't think I get any spell slots back.
Yeah.
I only get mine back because I'm a warlock.
Yeah.
If you spend 1 or more hit dice, you get an extra 1d6 hit points for that song of rest. Sorrel just sits there and kind of drums against their chest and hums like another little nursery rhyme that they knew when they were a child.
Aw.
That means
Thank you,
I'm back
chat.
up to full.
I see your responses.
Awesome. Okay, is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
I believe so. At the same time,
I want to
Ginger's
cast
going
some
up, talking to
spells,
Sorrel.
though. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Ginger's just talking to Sorrel, saying, "Do you think we even need to reinstate a queen once we get rid of this false one? What would happen if we just didn't?"
Well, I mean, I was raised around structure, but I guess everybody's got to decide whether or not they want to rule themselves in the end. Doesn't really matter to me. I got more important things to do after this.
That's fair. I have
What
more
are
important things.
what are
I just,
you doing after this?
I just think that people should be able to make up their own choice, their own minds, and make their own choices. And besides, rules were made to be broken.
I am busy.
Which rules?
Mainly governmental monarchy, but
Don't you work for someone who instills a lot of rules like that? Don't you make your living?
Look,
Okay.
I made a pact, and it was only later on that during the winter months that I realized that I was being roped into some extra work. And it was only then that I realized that my patron was Saint Nick himself.
So
I
you
didn't
don't like
choose this.
it.
I do what I have to. I mean, 9 months of the year, I'm still a criminal. I still like getting all those shinies. I just wanted to be able to steal things better.
Aw.
I can relate.
Whoa.
I only steal from rich sods anyway.
Whoa.
Well, if you ever want to get out, you'll know where to find me.
I might just take you up that one deal.
Complete red face.
Oh, man. And me and Tinsel are also bonding.
I'm bossing
touch my
parents
raccoon?
around.
Do you want to touch my raccoon?
No, thank you. No,
so
that's
bad.
okay. And I kind of shift away.
Your eyes are watering with his horrid scent as he peeks his little face out from behind my face out of the collar of my shirt. He looks good, though. So are we gonna go up after a hot minute here?
I think we're ready to go.
Before we go, I want to cast Beacon of Hope on all of you and myself. Yeah, I could do it on myself too. So you guys will have advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws if you should need that, and you regain the maximum number of hit points from any healing.
Nice.
I have nothing I can cast on anyone else because I'm selfish.
Merry
Not the
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Goodwill towards men and gnomes and my queen.
So Terence is still sort of drapes around you, Tinsel, and you're just sparkling with radiance. And he says, if you are ready, I do have one more riddle.
All right.
My boa is talking.
Oh, Tinsel.
I mean, I was sitting here just dreaming of being a present for Christmas. I could just sit under the tree and enjoy the season. But anyway, you get shrunk to the size of a cat. No, you're already the size of a candy cane. Imagine then, you are thrown into a blender. You have 1 minute before the blades start turning. What do you do?
What kind of riddle is this?
This got real dark. Terrence.
He starts giggling and he's like, it's not really a riddle. I just wanted to see if you had a funny answer for me.
I mean,
Blender plugged in.
Eowyn.
and how many lives is this cat on? This is an important part of the riddle.
This is no cat in my riddle. You have confused me now.
Sorry, I thought you said you put a cat in a blender.
No, it's just
No.
one of us. We're little teeny tiny.
Okay.
Never
Alright.
mind. Let's
Let me
Assuming,
tell you what I would do
we're
in the
cats.
blender. Please, Terrence.
What's a blender?
I
Terrence been slipping into that eggnog.
the horrible
Terrence
monster.
just
The game
sighs like,
law. That is.
let's just go. I just want to
Terrence,
enjoy
why?
And again, he sort of wraps himself around you all and like a snake slithers his way up. And as he deposits you at the top of the tree and then slides off, a haughty figure strides forward. Dust that's shimmering just trails behind her. What is the meaning of this? I said I did not wish to be disturbed. And she goes and she kicks what's left of Terence over the edge and huffs. And she sort of pushes her hair out of her eyes, adjusts her crown, and then she flutters her wings angrily and flies up into the air.
Are they actual wings or just cardboard wings?
She is a
What do
fairy.
you mean just cardboard wings?
I mean, I don't know. She seems a bit more qualified to be queen.
Christmas
And
got a whole
I
lot
mean,
more
I like
shady.
glitter, but that's a bit much, don't you think?
Cold in here.
Tan's whole world is shaking right now. Like, she just disappointed Terrence after a whittle, and then he fucking died. So
Sorrel is
Kill
not
this
okay with
queen.
it. Sorrel never trusted Terrence, but will not see a subordinate abused like that.
see, there you go. We're on the same
Yeah.
page.
Pretty mad.
I mean, Ginger's ready to seize the means of production right now, so
Smash the patriarchy in the system. Even though it's not a
We're sma-
patriarchy because it's a fairy.
we're smashing the fairyarchy.
Smash the patriarchy.
Oh,
Patriarchy, yes.
Gosh, no.
all right. Well, should we? She hasn't attacked us. She's
No,
just
she's brandishing her wand and looking quite angry at the moment.
at his tail.
I'm going to use a minor illusion to make Tinsel's wings look gigantic and luminous and like actual wings to make her a bit more.
What do you mean
Give
like
her a bit more
actual
presence.
wings?
Sorrel will assist with prestidigitation to create the sensation of like gusts coming from them and feathers flying all over the place. And like
look like.
the new crown is like glowing with like an earthly glow, like just like sent by Santa himself.
Oh my god, Tan drops to the floor in a like full body bow.
Bow down before
Your reign is
rightful
over.
queen.
The fairy's like, an usurper to my position? How dare you? And she points her wand at Tinsel, and she's going to cast an Eldritch Blast.
One of those.
And she is going to do a plus 14, so that doesn't hit you. It just streaks past you. She's aiming for the wings, and it just sort of zips through the illusion.
Nice.
Yeah.
The halo just grows brighter, so she can't even tell. She can't even tell. It just grows brighter.
Yeah, I put all of that smizing practice into use.
Nice.
Okay. So what's
just like
everyone...
bows out of the way.
So what would you like to do? Now she has fired her first salvo.
Did we roll initiative yet?
No, did you want to roll initiative?
Oh. Wow. So many options.
Ginger's just going to walk up and reach out her hands and go, I'm sorry, but pretending to be in a position of power is the ultimate naughty act. I'm sorry, Your Highness. And just is going to cast Mind Spike at 3rd level.
Okay. And
so this one is...
Before you roll, Sorrel has already interpreted this as an attack and is already humming and starting up a bardic inspiration for Ginger again.
Yay. So this one is a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 13.
That is not enough. My spell save DC is 14.
Hey.
Yay.
Time for some 4d8 of damage.
Whoa.
I need more d8. Okay. Ugh.
A glow shimmers across her, and then while you're rolling damage, let's all roll initiative as well.
Yep.
18 for that psychic damage.
Okay.
And now I will know her location until the spell ends.
Okay.
So she cannot become hidden from me.
Nice.
But also her head is very hurty right now.
Okay.
And I'm better roll initiative.
Mm-hmm. So, sorry,
19.
Your initiative. Oh, 19 for Ginger, yeah? Sorrel?
Yep.
Sorrel is so furious and so intent on channeling all of their energy into Ginger's bardic inspiration that they roll a nat 1.
So there's
Aggressively
5
strumming.
isn't it?
Just like aggressively, like with like a hunting horn, just like. Completely focused on the most important person in the room.
Okay,
Nice.
10?
Yeah, Tan is just still on that down bowing game. So she rolled a 3.
Okay. Tinsel.
Tinsel rolled an 11. Double digits. Finally.
Yeah, you did
Okay.
it.
I tried
It's just
so
2 ones.
So the first person to go is Ginger, but before that happens, I'd like everybody to make a wisdom save.
Yeesh.
Do we have advantage on that? because
You-
of the.
I believe you do
beacon.
because of the
Oh, we
beacon.
do. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, you do. We all
The best
do.
day of my life.
Yay.
Okay.
Yay!
So one of those was a 2, one of those was a 16. So that's going to be
That's a save.
21 for
19.
Ginger.
Okay, I got a 21 on my advantage roll.
Okay.
I also
The other
got.
one was a 12.
So anyone get below 15?
No, I got 15 exactly. Sorry.
Oh, you
I was,
just
like,
make it
trying
then.
to add over here.
Thank you.
On my
Yeah.
podcast, we edit out all the math, so nobody has to know.
Yeah, so she raises her arms and you hear whispers, but they do nothing to you. And it's Ginger's turn.
All right. After that, Ginger is. Ooh, what is Ginger going to do? Ginger's going to use Phantasmal Force
Mm-hmm.
at 3rd level.
Mhm.
So she's going to need to make an intelligence saving throw now.
Oh, wow. Okay. 19.
That's going to save.
Okay.
Da-da.
Anything else?
I am not sure if that does anything unless
Is it a half damage? On a
this
save?
one's this one's not a damage one.
Oh, okay.
So I don't believe that one does anything. Damn it! So so Ginger's going to move and hide behind Sorrel, as in is crouching down, hiding behind Sorrel.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Sorrel
let
to
you
do
hide
nothing but
because
aggressively
Sorrel's small.
pose.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sorrel, we're
Attempt
gnome
to
buddies.
hide.
Yeah, she just the fairy just sort of looks at you like with a frown on her face. You're not gonna get away with hiding like that. So you're just like this behind this
Yeah.
gnome.
Yup.
Yeah, tinsel.
Mechanical wings on a Christmas tree topper is so tacky. And that is the ultimate item on the naughty list. I'm going to wink at Ginger. I'm going to take my Christmas sphere, and it starts to glow in a radius of 20 feet. So, like the whole frickin' room.
No.
And I'm going to use my channel divinity to imbue it with Christmas spirit. I'm using Sacred Weapon, which will add +2 to my attacks. That's also my action. So I'm just glowing, like extra badass.
Okay.
Tan
if you've
is like
no
in
bonus?
ecstasy, religious ecstasy right now.
I'm
Whoa.
sorry, but this is a fight, not Eurovision.
Every fight is Eurovision with a little imagination.
I can respect this.
Okay, Sorrel.
Sorrel is like taken off guard, especially with Ginger hiding behind them. So
Ginger
they're
is real
actually
close to
going
your
to.
ass.
You must be ducked down real low because Sorrel's like
Yes.
3 feet tall. Okay,
Yes.
your choice. not gonna argue it. So Sorrel's going to bring up another hum deep in their chest and let it like rumble up and out of their mouth, and going to start chanting, "It is wrong to talk so loud. Silence now as you gather around," and cast blindness. And that is a Constitution save.
And nat 20.
And it doesn't matter.
I'm so sorry.
Just aggressive humming in that case.
Ginger applauds this. It's just like, you did well, it's okay.
Yeah, it's
Sorrel feels
boosting the
super
heck
good.
out of morale. I love this. This is my jam.
Combat music.
And my sprite is furiously writing down what you've done in the nice list.
Aww. Oh, I forgot about the cute jingle sprite. Oh my god.
Still disturbed by it,
Jingle
but
sprite.
appreciative all the same.
The fairy waves her wand again and shoots another Eldritch Blast. And she actually gets to shoot 3 beams. And
Did you say Eldritch Blast?
yes.
This
Yeah,
does
you
not
go.
sit right with Ginger.
She
only be one.
is going to shoot. Let's have a look. It's 1d10 per beam, and she rolls a 22. Can those beams go to different targets?
I can.
Yes.
Then one is going to go to Tinsel as her greatest enemy. One is going to go to Sorrel, and one is going to go to Tan.
No, not Tan.
It's okay. I have
Tinsel.
partial cover.
6 damage.
Partial.
Sorrel
10
just like
to Sorrel
tenses
3.
up and like yells, like battle yell really hard. You
Did
said
you get that?
3.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay. And it's Tan's turn.
How much damage did you say I took?
A 2.
2. Big number 2. All right. Okay, so I'm assuming that she has high wisdom, but I think this is still worth a shot. I'm going to cast Bestow Curse on her.
Okay.
And that's a wisdom saving throw.
18.
Shit. Well, you know what? Sometimes you fail in life. So,
I'm very sorry.
Gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them.
yeah. Gotta know.
I would like everyone to make a wisdom save again.
Okay.
With advantage.
Yeah. I just looked at my page and
Advantage?
saw I already
Oh,
get
good.
advantage, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, I
No,
guess
no,
so
no,
do
no.
I. Yep, gnome coming,
Um,
cutting.
Good thing too, because
With advantage.
I got 21.
So did
With
it
it-
only anyone except for Ginger get less than 15?
No.
Okay, Ginger, you're going to take 13 damage.
Whoa.
Shit.
Ah. Okay.
As
Chose the
whispers
right
of the
fucking
forest
spell.
through your mind. You can hear like the chittering of creatures in your head, the little chapping of birds,
It's like,
and it fills your mind.
no.
Dang it.
I hate little creatures.
Ginger, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm just going to shake it off and just walk up to her, and I'm going to see what happens with this. I'm going to try and get out of range of the others so that I can use. I'd like to get 10 feet away from the others, but within 10 feet of the false queen.
You could probably just
So,
go around the side. It's like a round platform at the top that's about
Okay,
20 feet across.
Yeah.
She's in the middle.
so I'm going to use my warlock ability, Fey Presence. So she's going to have to make a wisdom save.
Okay. 19.
Damn it!
I'm so sorry. My dice.
Untouchable.
I think I'm just going to use whatever's left of my action just to tell my sprite to be prepared to
Okay.
intercept any damage.
Tinsel.
Tinsel is going to see Ginger writhing in pain, and she just kind of like tilts her head and touches the crown on her head, and she looks confused. And I think I'm feeling a feeling. I don't think I like that you did that, and I'm going to run towards
Oh my gosh!
the false queen and kind of leap with my Christmas spear, and I am going to frickin' Christmas spear it.
Oh, yes.
It's
So
emotion. It's empathy.
my lower number is a 24.
Yeah, both hit then.
Nice.
Okay. Woo! 11 plus 6.
But each time you hit her, you are filled with cold, and you take 25
Ooh.
damage.
Holy shit! Okay, wait. Each time?
Each time.
Whoa.
Well, she takes 17 damage, and Tinsel falls to the ground unconscious.
Oh no!
Shit. Okay.
I can't do that.
No. Who can?
Oh,
Everyone
Sorrow.
run. Just leave me.
I'm reevaluating my life choices right now.
I don't. Oh my god, I'm in shock.
You're not in shock, you're unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, Sorrel.
well, Sorrel's like super mad, and now they were wanting to attack, but then they see Tinsel just like crumple up into like a ball, and the only thing that can jump into their head is they're just like, she walks amid the woods of thorns. She walks amid the woods of thorns, and they try to cast fear.
Nice.
Okay, so a safe
That
for
is
that.
wisdom.
15.
Yes.
There's
I'm
some
afraid she's-
intense tooting in the background.
Sorry, my finches are just sending some faxes. I haven't caught up with email.
Does sound like faxes.
And it is the fairy's turn again. If that's Sorrel, everything for Sorrel.
Some backpedaling.
Big mood, as they say.
Just
And
like whoa.
Leave my body.
She-
Christmas is just okay.
she's going to make 3 blasts again at the 3 of you. Actually, no. She is going to make 1 at... she misses Sorrel. She misses Tan. And the last blast goes behind Sorrel. And then you hear, oh, that really hurt.
Too far. Boo.
She's evil. She's bad. I hate her. Okay.
How dare.
Terence comes up from behind and he goes to lash out his pseudopods at her and slap her.
Oh, don't do it.
No, Terrence.
Yay?
Terrence, what does it mean?
You're too good for this world, Terrence.
Get Terrence out of there.
Terrence.
And he is going to take 25 damage. So he's a, oh, it's really cold. But he also does 11 damage to her. And he's like, come on, guys, you've got this. 10.
10. Okay, so can you remind me how healing a unconscious person works? If I heal them for a certain amount of damage, they just get that amount of hit points back, right?
Yes, and they get back up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they are currently at 0.
Cool.
Quick question: Do we notice if Terrence takes damage when he hits her?
He did. He
Okay.
muttered that it was cold and he looks
Okay.
quite injured now.
Okay. So even a ranged attack will.
No, he melee, he
Oh,
slapped her with
sorry.
a tentacle.
Okay, he hit with a
Okay.
tentacle. Okay, never mind then.
So I am going to run over to Tinsel and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And because of the spell I cast earlier, it's going to automatically heal her for 15 damage.
Yes. Delicious hit points. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
I'll have Namfoodle go tend to Terrence.
He's just gonna start massaging like.
Yeah, with his like horrible little hands.
Everyone make a wisdom save for me as well, please.
With advantage.
Where will it end?
Advantage.
Ooh.
Okay, that one was
She's got
better.
a 19.
girl. I did okay. All right.
18 total. I didn't roll a 2 this time.
Yay. I got 22.
14.
Okay, you're going to take 4 damage. And you hear Terrence go, "Oh, what's that noise?"
Terrence,
and then
no.
Ginger.
Alright. She's just gonna wiggle her hands and go, "Sorry, bitch, there's only room for 1 warlock in here." And just gonna Eldritch Blast 2 beams right at her. 20.
Yes.
It's a dirty 20, but it's a 20. And with that one, I'm also using one of my Eldritch Invocations of Grasp of Hadar, which is going to pull her 10 feet towards me.
Okay. And that will pull her right to you. She's right in front of you now. There's not much room on this platform.
7 and an 8, so that's...
15?
Yes, I can count. It's okay, guys.
It's alright, I'm getting good at adding up doing this. I'm getting fast.
And so I'm just face to face with her now, just looking her right in the eyes.
Tinsel.
I am going to grab Ginger's arm as I wake and just stare into her eyes and say, it was so cold and distinctly not glittery. And then I don't have like any ranged attacks. I guess I can throw my spear. I'm gonna get to my feet and I'm gonna just chuck my spear, which I guess I can do once. An 18 on the die. Yes. Cool. I guess I'll smite. Might as well unload some of those. And I do 15 damage. 9 of that is radiant, if it matters.
No, it doesn't matter. To be fair though, if you're next to, you're not next to Ginger though, are you? Or are you?
Me?
Ginger moved around to the other side of the platform.
Yeah. You can always go up and retrieve your spear.
Yeah, I'm scared. Can I use Terrence as a lasso?
Stay away from Terrence.
Asking Terrence?
Terrence, fetch my spear.
Sorrel.
How far away is Ginger now from Sorrel, now that Ginger has moved away from behind Sorrel?
So probably about 10 feet as well. If you imagine it's the 20-foot circle.
Yeah.
Fairy's right
Sorrel kind of
Fairy
backtracked
was
a
in the
little.
middle. Yeah.
Okay.
Fairy was in the middle. You guys were like at one edge, and Ginger's over there with the fairy.
Yeah. So okay. So if as long as they're near. So Sorrel's actually like still freaking out really badly because they just saw Tinsel, of course, go down. Their fear spell had no effect, and now Ginger is like running into the fray, which they cannot allow. So they actually like now they're just babbling. It's Ferris Bud unfolds to light. It's Ferris Bud unfolds to light, and cast healing word on Ginger as she's fighting.
My hero.
And so she will regain 1d4 hit points plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is 3. But
and she's the maximum.
Oh
because
yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
spell
yeah.
that I cast, she gets the maximum.
Right.
So I get 4. That's cool.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and cast it as a level 2 spell instead of a level 1, so you get 1 more d4.
So 8 plus what's your spellcasting modifier?
3. So you get 11 back.
Thank you. I'm almost juiced all the way back up.
I got you, girl.
That's my gnome.
Okay. Anything else for Sorrel?
No, Sorrel is done. Just gonna like stand there hovering in fear and like trying to protect Ginger.
Okay, well, if they are done, I would like Ginger to make a wisdom save.
Advantage, right? Because of
If
the
if the beacon's still active, yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
how long it lasts or anything.
Okay, that's going to be it. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. This sort of crown of like thorns and ivy leaves starts growing around your head, and then
Oh, God.
you sort of like your antlers are in the way of it, and then she sort of stamps her foot in the air, so it's really ineffectual. And she's like, "Oh God, nah, curse you!"
Oh,
Sorrel's just like, yes, nailed it.
nice.
Terence is sort of like will loop
He's a
the rest of
sweet
his
boy.
body around the edge, and then he sort of like wraps it around your sphere, Tinsel, and then he sort of rolls it around to you like it's a weird yo sushi conveyor.
God.
And he says, "I'm not touching that again. She hurt me." And that's what he's going to do. And it's Tan's turn.
Okay. Okie dokie. So, all right. So, how's everybody doing on hit points now?
I am
Well,
at
much better.
15 out of 44.
Okay, so maybe you're the only one who really needs healing.
I'm at 26 out of 33, so
Okay.
going great.
Okay. And how much was your maximum? Did you say, Lisa?
44.
44. Okay. Okay, so I'll cast Cure Wounds on you level 1 again, and you'll get 15. Another 15.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? No, I'll do it level 2. Sorry, you'll get 23.
Yay! Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then if everyone can make their wisdom save again.
Oh,
It never ends.
sweet Jesus.
A crit.
Santa
Oh,
bless me.
thank God.
Terence
Thank
goes,
God.
"Oh, those noises again. They're awful."
Not even gonna roll
Aw.
advantage.
I'm so glad I have advantage because one of the rolls was a 1. The other one
Same.
is going. The other one's going to be a 17. Luckily.
Okay, anyone
I got a
below
19.
50?
No.
Okay,
Not
excellent.
this time.
So only Trevor takes the damage, and he sort of like some tendrils come up and sort of touch bits of him, like he's sort of like trying to cover ears that he doesn't even have.
Oh.
Ginger.
I win.
I'm just going to hold my arms out to the queen and go, maybe you just need a bit of love as well. And I'm going to hug and grapple her.
It's gonna hurt.
Roll your strength check for me.
Okay. Oh, that is 19 with my -1, but I'm going to roll some bardic inspiration on this.
No, she's rolled. She's got 8.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. I can save that then. So I'm gripping her tight and just going, just let it happen. Just let it happen.
She's like, "Mind the wings! You're squashing them."
I squeeze a bit harder.
Tinsel.
She's just being hugged.
Yes.
How
Does
close
the-
to
does
the edge of the
hugging-
platform?
You are on the edge, yes.
She can
Okay,
fly,
good.
right?
She is a fairy with wings. She was floating in the air when Ginger grabbed her.
Oh, yeah.
Can I use the movement on my turn to, whilst grappling her, walk off the edge?
Yes,
Whoa.
you can.
Then, hugging her really tight and making sure that I have got her wings clamped, I'm going to walk off the edge.
Sorrel doesn't like this.
Nobody
This is not
likes it.
acceptable. This is not acceptable.
Would you like to roll me a dexterity save?
Okay. Didn't think this would be happening today. I've got a +1. 16.
Okay.
This is either a horrible mistake or a really horrible mistake.
you are going to, as you're sort of hugging her, you twist in midair and she lands on the floor. And you can hear like the crunch as her wings break. And you are going to take 14 damage. And she takes the full force of falling 90 feet.
Jesus.
Nice.
And she's just like groaning, going, "Oh, why? Why would you do this?"
Holy shit.
Tinsel.
I am agog.
Yeah.
I am going to grab one end of Terrence and tell him to hold on with the other end. And I am going to kind of leap off the edge after Ginger.
Okay, no problem. And Terrence sort of like stretches like a sort of like elastic as you drop and swing down, and you can swing past where Ginger is, or you can stop where she is.
I would like to stop where she is.
Okay, so you sort of like skid along and come to a halt,
Yeah.
and then Terrence's sticky pseudopod retracts up the tree.
He left me behind, that jerk.
Friend zoned.
Yeah. How is the fairy looking? Is she like a little crumpled disaster on the bottom?
Oh, she is a hot mess at the bottom there.
Tinsel enjoys that. She takes a mental
she's
picture.
Groaning a bit. Her and Ginger are both prone.
Okay. I am going to. Is that my action? Leaping off the tree?
I'd say that you can use that as your movement.
Okay. I'm going to go over to Ginger and kind of, or I guess they're still grappled. I'm just going to touch her and lay on hands and heal her those 14.
Oh, thank you.
Sorrel.
Is Terrence still attached to the top of the tree or like the middle of the tree?
The top.
Sorrel's like, I have
back
to
up,
save.
like, boing.
I have to save my wife. So immediately down Terrence. Is that going to count for a movement or an action or
a movement? We can do some movement.
And then Sorrel's going to start ripping feathers out of the queen's wings. Completely incapacitated wings. Yeah.
So they're
just just start like ripping the wings off. Like even though they're broken and stuff, just like completely just like enraged, just like
you want to make an attack, and since she's lying on the floor, you can have advantage.
Okay.
What a wardrobe malfunction.
That's a 1. Just angry.
With advantage?
Oh.
That'd be really bad.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Good. So this is, I'm going to assume this is an unarmed strike, so it's going to be a 16.
Whoa.
Yes, that hits, but you're going to take 25 cold damage as you rip her wings. But
that's okay. Worth it.
Oh, shit.
If that's just a punch, that's 1 damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Since you're ripping her wings out, and like she's not like Tinsel is. She's not a tree fairy. She's an actual fairy, and like her wings are part of her. Roll me a d6.
Does Tinsel get 1d4 of burn damage for that?
Yeah.
It's even worse because it's like a 3, so. But whatever. Worth it.
No, she's looking at very sorry for herself. And it is her turn, and she's going to try and break free from your grip, Ginger.
I'll roll a strength check.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
Dex, if Dex is better.
Dex will be better, so I'll go roll that. 15.
She rolled 16.
Damn it!
So she just sort of like wriggles out of your grip, and she just starts to slowly crawl away.
There's
So
a little
you can
gnome
take-
trailing on her.
You can take attacks of opportunity if you want, but just remember you will take cold
Absolutely.
damage if you hit her.
Absolutely.
She still has the armor around her.
That's all right. 9 is not going to hit.
Might be for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tinsel, did
And
you
don't
want to
hit
take an opportunity as well? Or Sorrel?
No, Sorrel's doing fine with their 1 hit point, just like trailing on her like wing edge.
It's just being dragged along like.
Yeah, they're
This is
just
fine.
like, okay,
This
you
is
know,
fine.
this is fine. It's
I'll
like,
take, I'll take
where
one
you
hit.
running, bitch? Where you running?
I crit! So let's take all my dice.
Oh.
And
Roll the dice.
can I smite on an opportunity attack? I think I can.
I don't know if you can on an OP. I think it's just a straight up melee. I'm not sure though.
I can check that.
Where's my player's handbook?
'Cause I think it's not like an action or anything to smite. It's just like when you hit someone with stuff. Let's see. Divine smite.
Yeah.
When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack.
Oh, then you rules as written. I would say yes.
Okay, then I'm going to use my last 2nd level spell slot.
It's very tinsel to do so as well. I think
Yeah.
the whole rage of this.
9, 19, 27, 35, 39,
Holy shit.
39, 47.
That
Oh my
more
God.
than destroys the 8 hit points she had left.
Yes.
Does over. Yes. You plunge your
Oh,
spear.
Spike damage.
Sorrel's just still like at those wings. She's just like
Getting 'em.
It's like
Ooh.
Yo
yes,
underscore
the
Alex
fairies
said,
just
well,
like
I'm
to
about to
try
play
and
PUBG.
pull away, and you splunge your
Yo
splunge
underscore
the spear
Alex
in,
said,
and
has
this
it been
radiant
running
light
well?
just bursts out, and the fairy sort of collapses, and she's like, "But my tree! They got my tree!" Oh! And she collapses into a heap.
I'm going to take her crown.
Yes, the crown. As she slumps to the floor, her crown tumbles off her head and rolls along the floor, stopping at your feet. And then you hear a sort of, "You did it!"
So Tan and Namfoodle are still at the top of the tree, correct?
Yeah.
So
it's even better.
I'm gonna cast light on Namfoodle,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna cast a minor illusion on him, so that he has just big, beautiful wings. And
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make his eyes glow.
Namfoodle is the queen of Christmas now.
I'm gonna put him on top of the very tip top of the tree. And light. I have 5 sticks of incense in my inventory. I've really been waiting to use these. I'm gonna light my incense and like bow down in prayer.
And I'm just before Tinsel does anything, I'm just going to pat her on the back and go, you know, I think you can find better trees than this.
Tinsel is going to look up at the top of the tree, sensing a disturbance in the force. But really, she feels like this was a worthwhile venture, having learned the benefits of friendship. Because friends will help you cut a bitch.
Sorrel is still it's like kicking her dead body, like, that's right!
Ginger
Don't
stabs
cover me
Tinsel.
Unless I call for you.
I'm joking.
So So there's a shimmering in the air, and a figure coalesces near the base of the tree near you. The spirit of Christmas has appeared, and she's overjoyed. You saved Christmas! Quick, though, we must go. The children are waking up.
You realise I've got like several levels of sleep spells, right?
Sorrel also has sleep spell.
What do you think my job before the naughty list was?
And Terence will offer some pseudopods to you, Tan, so that you can descend the tree to be with the others.
Wonderful.
Is Nanfridle coming with you?
No, I think he's found his place.
Oh my god, the kids are gonna wake up and there's gonna be a raccoon on top of the tree.
Just like Christmas in old country. I love it.
So you drop to the bottom of the tree with Terence's help, and then he sort of slithers off and starts to sort of reshape himself into a gift box. And the spirit of Christmas sort of casts her spell, and more gifts appear underneath the tree. And she says, "Shall we go then? You've saved Christmas. We can carry on with our work and bring it to more children."
Wait, work's not over? This was just the first place?
Across any more trees, but you need to get back to maintaining the list. And she looks at Sorrel, and the coal mines need you to keep mining after all those naughty children.
Yeah.
It would be a lot more efficient if we could just Eldritch Blast the children. I keep telling the boss this, but he just won't listen.
There's always
we'd
another Christmas.
We'd have a lot less trouble with less children.
Sorrel is still charmed by her ruthlessness.
There's always another child.
And the spell takes hold again. And as you drift across the room towards the fireplace, you see the children of the house skitter in the door and launch themselves at the mound of gifts now nestling under the tree. A peal of giggles reaches you as you enter the fireplace, and as you glance back, you could swear that a snaking tendril of ribbon on one of the gifts just tickled one of the children.
Aww, twins!
You should have come with us.
Sorrel allows a smile.
Thank you for playing my Christmassy game.
Oh, it was so fun!
Thank you for DMing.
Yeah, this is
Thank
cool,
you
man.
so
That was
much.
a super fun adventure.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking of actually writing it out for DM's Guild.
Yeah,
Do it.
I
for
think
sure.
that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
It was a really good adventure.
Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah,
was
thanks for
wonderful.
playing.
Very beginner and returning to D&D friendly.
Yeah.
It wasn't difficult for me who hasn't played in 10 years to kind of get caught up in the rhythm of it. So
Yeah.
No, everyone did amazing. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm so glad
Thank
we
you.
managed to find it out. And I need to write the other one I was telling you about, so we can do that one too.
oh
Ooh.
yes.
I think Ginger will be back at some point.
Oh, awesome.
It's nice not playing a good character for once.
It's nice playing a character who's not an asshole for once. Man, I miss it.
I'm just excited to play. I'm excited to hang out with people.
Yeah, it was so
It's
fun.
awesome having you.
I need friends.
Should we do outros?
Oh, well, thank you
Yes.
everyone for joining us as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got things
yeah.
written down here. I was just gonna say, if we just go around and if everyone wants to say where they can be found.
Sure.
So yeah, let's start with you, Noel. Noel.
Yes, Christmas. My birthday's coming up. So I am Noelle Cherie. Again, I am from the Dames and Dragons podcast. So if you want to hear more of me playing Dungeons and Dragons, having fun with animal companions, that is where I can be found. We're Dragon Dames on Twitter. You can find us at damesanddragons.com. And then Dames and Dragons on iTunes. Also, I wanted to plug something that Lysa and I recently did together, which is another Christmas-themed actual play. A Shadow of the Demon Lord, but it was Shadow of the Krampus. And that can be found on DSPN Presents. That is the Don't Split the Podcast Network's group podcast. And it was really funny. Lysa was amazing. She played an elf named, a robot possessed by an elf named Evil. It was amazing. It was beautiful.
Amazing.
Lysa makes just amazing characters. And actually, let's come to you now, Lysa.
I am Lysa Chen. You can find me on Twitter at mercifuldm, MERCYFULDM. And you can also check out basically everything that I do on lysachen.com. Lysa also spelled with a Y.
Cool.
Also, the Krampus nose song from that game is stuck in my head all night now.
It's really good. Hashtag Krampus nose.
Awesome. TK?
Yeah, I'm TK Johnson. Like I said, I write mostly just spooky stories on the internet. Mostly sort of Lovecraftian bedtime stories. I play a character called Auntie, who basically tells people just spooky bedtime stories. You can find me on Twitter with TK Joins the Fray, or you can find my Tumblr or Facebook where I put my writings as well, which is TK Has Joined the Fray. So
Your
they are
writing
really
is
excellent.
amazing. Absolutely.
I
love them. And I've been loving your D&D December prompts. That you've been doing as well. They're so good.
Doing
They're so good
right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of D&D December, Moth.
Hi. So I go by Scarlet Moth, or That Scarlet Moth, on most social media platforms. You can find me at That Scarlet Moth on Twitter. So I'm mainly an artist and cosplayer. I do lots of D&D stuff like Waffle Crew and the C Team. Though I also play in Power Score's Tomb of Annihilation game, which is really fantastic. You should go check his stuff out.
It's awesome.
Yes, I do play a lot of tieflings, if that's your kind of thing. And also I have a D&D December prompt list going at the moment if you're into creative endeavors like art or writing or anything like that. So you can find that pinned to the top of my Twitter and join in the fun, because there's still a little bit of time left in December.
Awesome.
Cool. And obviously your DM. I am Mazmataz on pretty much every social media that there is. MAZZ, MATAZZ, all the Zs. I want to just thank all of my players for playing tonight. It has been an absolute blast. It's been so fun setting the game up with you, and I hope we can do it again. As I said, I have got an idea that I'd like to play through with you all once I've written it. Obviously, you know me for my yarn creations. I'm also started writing a blog, which is aimed at teaching people how to DM. I'm a new DM myself. I started in May this year, so I've only had about 6-7 months experience. So, I'm
you're
really new. I am
amazing.
You are a natural.
Thank you.
You know the arcs for story. It's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm sort of like trying to write articles that were going through what I went through when I was learning, and I'm still learning. We all learn all the time. So you can find that on my website, www.mazmataz.co.uk. As you can tell by my accent, I'm British, and it's /TYP, which is short for the yarning portal, because as we all know, I do love a pun. If you bore with us through the technical issues at the start and are still watching, thank you so much for joining us for this game.
And thanks to Rudy for rescuing us from those technical issues.
Thank you so much, Rudy. It was awesome.
Really appreciate that, because I just suck
he's here.
so much. He's still in the pool. Cool.
Rudy,
the ghost
where
of
can people
Christmas
find
present.
you and your stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
You
it. I'm gonna
are
have
our saviour.
to you up for some lessons, definitely, and mastering this Twitch and Skype thing because I'm terrible at it. So, yeah, that's everything. Thank you, everyone, and have a really great Christmas and New Year.
Yay!
Happy
Merry
holidays,
Christmas!
everyone.